So when you edit the content editor in Headliner, this is what you're going to get. You're going to have some areas where you can insert text and media, and I'll take you through a walkthrough of how what strategies I used to design this video. I started off with a video that kind of tugs at your heart. Do you feel like this through PD? Do you feel like you're bored? Do you know it already? So I tried to start with something teachers can relate to. So as we go through the video, my images that I chose to use, I try to stick with images that really related to what I was trying to present to the audience. Questions. Do you sometimes feel like you're sitting and getting? Why do we use this for kids? I also inserted some music because I left it more up to the music to tell the story. I feel like that sets the emotional stage and gets the audience captivated into the video. As we proceed, some of the things that I wanted to stand out, I chose to use a black dark background and then the white. I wanted that to pop. I wanted the viewer to read that, to think about it for a little bit and think about, hey, what is personalized learning paths? So I wanted them to begin the thinking process. So I did that for a few slides as we move through the program. And then I tell the audience what it is and how students can be in a personalized environment. So in the next slide that I show, I go into telling what a learning path is. So I don't really say what it is, but I let the audience kind of read and figure out what's going on here. These are different learning paths. They're personalizing learning. You have 3 teams and they're all going through a different path. So this is how I personalize learning in my classroom. And this slide does have a lot, but I let it play for a longer period of time so that way the audience can clearly get the vision of what is being said on each one by having that extra time to read through those. As I go, the next part I decided to do was to incorporate some pictures. Headliner has a lot of free images that you can use. Also is video and it has music as well too. Headline's free. You can sign up. So I really like this program that I use. The titles that I chose to use went related with the pictures. So I wanted viewers to know that learning paths should have teacher interaction. That's part of what blended learning is. The next section I talked about, once again, I wanted this to stand out and say, hey, this is easy. Just use a traditional model, rotation model that you have used in the past. And then I go on to show it a picture. This particular picture, I believe I made in Google Draw, and I just inserted it into the Headliner. So you can do that too. You can take your own images and put those in as well. As I go through, I included some of my own pictures as well from my classroom so teachers can see it doesn't have to be at a seat. You can have students sit wherever they're comfortable learning. I'm really big proponent of flex seating. I feel like students can learn in an environment that's best for them. They don't have to be in a seat. So I put some of my pictures in there so the audience can get a vision of how a classroom could look like, because I've done it. And then I ended it with a statement saying, together we can do this. I had a video put in that was free on Headliner saying, together we can build this community of self-directed learners. So if I let it to play, let me get to that section. Do you see how I can toggle over? It's really easy to place where you want the video to start. Let me move it over just a little bit more. So you notice the music, pictures are moving. And I really like this one because it talks about together how we can build this community of self-directed learners. I also ended it with a quote from Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And this is how I ended my presentation, along with I put some credits in my video as well, because the learning path, some of the clip art I got from these ladies here. And then I also ended it with a reference page so that way viewers can see, where did she get this information? Well, this is where I got it. So that shows my design and how I organize my video.